Hey there, I hope you've all had a happy new year, and I would like to welcome you to the Easy jQuery series, part of easyprogramming.net. I do recommend watching the Easy JavaScript series before continuing so that it's a little easier for you to understand what the jQuery library is and what it does. This is the first video, but the zeroth tutorial where I'll introduce to you what jQuery is, isn't, etc. Since arrays should be zero indexed, so that I have a little fun and start this series at number 0. So let's begin by talking about what isn't jQuery. So jQuery is not a programming or scripting language in itself. It does not need to be compiled like Java or C++, and it is not a framework because it doesn't force you to write code a certain way like Angular or React. So what is jQuery? So jQuery is just a JavaScript library. Everything written in jQuery has a JavaScript base. So everything you write in jQuery eventually becomes JavaScript before your browser recognizes it, because there is no such thing as jQuery as a scripting language or a programming language. It's meant to make using JavaScript much simpler, including event handling, AJAX, as well as document traversal. We'll go through all of these eventually through our video series, and I'll show you exactly how much easier it is compared to JavaScript. It's also nicknamed the Write Less and Do More JavaScript library, and jQuery is JavaScript. Just makes your life a little bit easier. So jQuery syntax normally starts off with the $. So somewhere in jQuery, the creators of jQuery wrote the $sign will equal to jQuery. You can also use the keyword jQuery, capital Q. Remember, JavaScript is case sensitive. Instead of using the $, but why we use more characters than when you need to. In JavaScript, if you needed to select anything, you would normally do document.getElement by class name, tag name, etc. by ID. In jQuery, you would do $, and in open and close parentheses, you would do the selector. It's pretty simple syntax, and you can apply a method to it. You can apply a jQuery method to it, or a method that you created. Examples of selecting HTML elements include, if you want to select an ID, you would do $, and in quotes, it can be a single quote or double quotes, because remember, JavaScript doesn't care. With the # name, so it uses the CSS formatting, the CSS identifiers. So pound for IDs, period for classes, and just leave it for tags. I did make a mistake here. It should be either double quotes or single quotes. I'll fix that later on. And what this will do is it'll select an ID with name, class of title, it'll select everything, and this will select elements with the paragraph tag. jQuery can also be changed. So for example, this little code here where I'm applying a delay method, which is a JavaScript jQuery built-in method, which will delay it for 3,000 milliseconds. It'll show it and then delay another 3,000 milliseconds, 3 seconds, and then hide it. So it kind of like a blink. Let's continue. So implementing jQuery. So jQuery can be implemented on your website in several ways. The first and easiest way is to just include it in your HTML as you would a regular JavaScript or a CSS file. This would use the script tag, script source, and then the location of the jQuery file. You can use a CDN, such as listed here, code.jquery.com. You can go there and you'll get a CDN link, and just include it in a script tag. You can also install it via an npm as a package. You can go through jquery.com/download, where it has information and steps on how you can do that if you're using Node.js in your development environment. This tutorial will be using a reference link to a CDN and by using JSFiddle, so we won't be using npm now. If people do want to see what that looks like later on, I will be more than happy to do a video on that as well. There are other forms of jQuery as well. jQuery is really good. Another typo here should be lowercase u, jQuery UI, which is a set of user interface objects built on top of jQuery. So this is just adding on top of jQuery. It can be used in conjunction, and it provides many useful user interface interactions, effects, widgets, and themes. And you can get more information on that at jQueryui.com. And then there's jQuery Mobile, which is another interface built on top of jQuery to make it easier to build HTML5 based web applications for mobile. It makes websites and apps more responsive, and you can get more information at jQueryMobile.com. This tutorial series may touch on certain aspects of these extra jQuery. These are jQuery, just a few more built-in methods and objects that you can use in jQuery. So once you understand how to use jQuery, these will be extremely easy for you. So what will you need in this video series? First, you'll need some kind of text editor if you wanna if you want to write code. We'll be using a JS Fiddle a lot, so the web version jsfiddle.net, just like we did in the Easy JavaScript series. It's used for testing and sharing code. I will be sharing links to all of my fiddles in the descriptions of all of my videos, and you can always find them at easyprogramming.net. Text editors that I will be using will be Brackets. It's a really lightweight editor made by Adobe. It looks pretty cool and works really well. But you can use any text editor. You can even use Notepad. I listed Notepad++. If you want to use an IDE, which is an integrated development environment, two options you have are Atom, which is free, and WebStorm, which does offer a trial as well as a free version if you are a student. If you have a .edu email address, then you can prove it. And you can get the link there at jetbrains.com. There are many other text editors and many other IDEs that you can use. Feel free to use any of them. You won't need anything special to run jQuery. So resources for jQuery, you can view the jQuery documentation at api.jquery.com, where they have descriptions on all of the methods that are built into jQuery, and as well as examples. And as always, W3 Schools always has great tutorials that you can follow as well. So I'd like to welcome you to the Easy jQuery series. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below, or you can ask on easyprogramming.net. We have implemented Discuss, so discuss. Please subscribe for more tutorials. More videos will be coming up, and please check out the next video where we practice some of the selectors of jQuery. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something. I hope to see you in the future jQuery videos. Have a good one.